And we back. Some of y'all have noticed that over the last year, I've been getting more and more into soccer or football. I've been wearing shirts. I've been talking about it on Twitter. It really started in the World Cup last season. I've just been running with it, having a lot of fun. So going through the comment section of one of my videos a couple days ago, I saw this challenge by Musa858 where we have to build a soccer starting 9 using NBA players. Every single position on the pitch, on the field is represented with a different task, and we have to build a roster that completes the challenge and also wins a championship. Leave a like, subscribe, let's get into it. I'm really taking a chance on this because I don't know what percentage of my viewer base really cares about soccer. We're running with the Denver Nuggets today. Okay, let's try to repeat with the Nuggets. I know that there's going to be a percentage of y'all that don't care about soccer, but also just like watching the video so you hear either way. If you fall into that camp, thank you. I appreciate you. I also want to say thank you to Musa again for putting this together. I haven't even read the requirements yet. The comment section is always open for y'all if you want to leave video ideas. My boy Jonathan goes through them and finds the best ones, and he said this one of the best ones, and I like it. So the first player that we have to get is our goalkeeper. The requirements: someone who puts their body on the line to protect the net. This player must have a rim protecting badge and average at least 1.5 blocks per game. Okay. That's easy. That could be a lot of players. Oh, well, actually, I don't know. 1.5 blocks per game is Joel Embiid. It's Anthony Davis. Bam didn't get that. We know Bam is one of the better defenders. It's Brook Lopez. Okay. Nicholas Claxton. 1.5 blocks. It gives us Walker Kessler, 2. It gives us Miles Turner and Mitchell Robinson. So there's a lot of players here. But they also have to have the rim protecting badges. And I'm assuming that if you average a block a game, that you will have rim protecting badges. I guess that's anchor. Boost the player's ability to defend and protect the paint. So I'm gonna assume that's anchor, right? Because the actual rim protector badge doesn't exist anymore, right? And that lets you know how much of this I'm actually playing. I don't even remember what badges do what. I get on here to make these videos, and occasionally we run some pro-am together with the guys, but that's kind of it. All right, so I don't think we need to go balls to the wall on this one. We could just go get like a Miles Turner, whose contract might prevent us from what's your contract? Yeah, I know you got that big old extension. It is sitting at 20 M's. It's not too bad. We can go get Walker Kessler. I'm going to prioritize Walker Kessler because he is the cheapest of the players. Because I feel like later down the line, I want to go get star players and stuff. So we could get Walker Kessler for the low right now. Let's see what they want for him. Taylor Hendricks. Great. Easy. Easy. Our goalkeeper is done. Now our center back is the leader of the defensive unit. They use their big presence for the attack to deal with. This player must have an intimidator badge and a strength of at least 80. Okay, so we're looking for like another big, potentially a backup center, potentially, or a power forward, strength of 80 or more. Please tell me there's a lot of players with 80 strength. Okay, there's a lot of them. Great. There's a lot of them, and they're mostly centers and power forwards and stuff. Is there guards in here? Who's the smallest man with an 80 strength? I'm seeing some 6'8" guys, but they're all big men. A 6'5"-ish Wainwright and a 6'6" Kenny Lofton Jr. Yeah. PJ Tucker at 6'5". That makes a lot of sense to me. So a lot of strong guys in the association. Draymond Green at 6'6" too. But they need the Intimidator badge. Now that's tough because I don't know if they're giving Intimidator out to people like Andre Drummond. No, they're not. I know they're giving it out to Giannis. Wait, is Intimidator even a badge this year? I don't think Intimidator is a badge this year. I think they got rid of it. What is the replacement to Intimidator? Whatever it is, I know Giannis is going to have it. It's just a matter of what do we consider it being. Is it another anchor situation? Because Intimidator from back in the day, I think it was last year, it was a badge that if you contested the jump shot, the person that shot the jump shot's chances of it going in is lower. And instead of that being one singular badge, they kind of broke it up nowadays. So we might, Challenger. Challenger is the one, right? No, because this is a jump shooting thing, and the people with 80 plus strength aren't contested jump shots other than Brook Lopez, really. So does that mean that we have to go get Brook Lopez? Because he's going to have, at least I thought he would have Challenger. What? He doesn't have Challenger? If I'm not mistaken, there's a stat out there that said Brook Lopez contested the most 3-point shots and the most shots in the basket in the same season, which means that he's challenging shot. All right, so we'll just say that it's anchor again for the sake of the video. All right, I think that's a good way to do it. Anchor could get us Robert Williams. I'll add it to the list. Again, I'm thinking kind of cheap because I don't want to spend a lot on defense. I would rather use the money that we could get Like Jalen Duren is literally on a rookie contract. Does he have it? Nope, he doesn't have the badge. Okay. Go talk to the Pacers. We can get our center rotation right here, right now, and go get Robert Williams. They don't need him. They also got Steven Adams. They don't need this, man. Trey Zoo. There we go. Boom. Our center back is done. Let's get to our fullback. Timeout. It's time for a water break. And with today's sponsor, Arab Water is taken to a whole new level. And I know that sounds crazy, but let me explain. In this bottle, this is just water, the normal H2O. But you notice this bottle looks a little bit different than your normal water bottle. And it's different because of this pod up top. Some of y'all might be able to recognize that this is the peach flavor. Arab has the world's first hydration system that uses scent to change the taste of water. This pod right here takes my normal water and adds peach flavoring through smell. 5 or 6 months ago, Arab hit me up saying like, hey, we want the sponsor. And I'll be honest, I was a skeptic. I was like, I got to give it a try. And I've been using it ever since because I am a believer in the technology. I recognize that there are people out there that struggle with their water intake, whether it be because water's a boring flavor or just the juices and the sodas taste so good. This is an alternative to get your water while also having flavor. And of course, if you want to try it out for yourself, we got a promo code. Hit the link in the description and use code Kenny10 for 10% off your purchase with Arab. Thank you again to Arab for sponsoring another video. One of the most versatile players, being able to defend and start counter attacks. This player must have tireless defender, which again, I don't know if it's still a badge, and break starter, which I am positive is still a badge in game. So let's see if we can find somebody. Break starters, again, another one of those badges that usually is given out to the big men, but not necessarily because Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has it, John Morant has it, Tyrese Halliburton has it. So actually a lot of guards do have this badge, and they also need tireless defender. I don't even know if that's still a thing. It's not a thing. That's fine. That's okay. That's completely okay. We're going to try to go get Lonzo Ball. Because though he does not have the badge that is tireless defender because it doesn't exist anymore, if it did exist, he would be a guy that would have it. Let's be real. 1 first-round pick is all it takes. He has break starter because he's Lonzo Ball. He's got to go. That might be our starting point guard this season or backup point guard or something. He's a guy that plays multiple positions. Okay, good. We are done with defensive positions. We don't have to worry about defense no more. Instead, we go to our center midfielder, a player that can do it all. Doesn't have a weakness. This player must have at least 2 badges in all 4 categories. That's elite. So that's finishing, that's shooting, that's play, and that's defending. 2 badges in every category. So this is like our star player, really. Like that's the way you can tackle it. Kyrie Irving has 2. This is at least 2 play. That's a finishing. That's a play. That's a shooting. He's not gonna have the defensive badges, I don't think. He's not going to have the 2 defensive badges. I don't think. I mean, 2? Not even 2? Like, come on, Kyrie. Can you get the 2? Can you get the 2? I don't think he's going to get the 2. He's not. Okay, but we can use Kyrie Irving as the trade piece to get us the player that would have the 2. We throw him and Trey Murphy III together. Boom, boom, boom. With a first-round pick, maybe. There's Jaren. There's James Harden. Why do I feel like De'Aaron Fox is a good bet for this? Why do I feel like, okay, so there's a finishing, there's another finishing. Done. There's a playmaking. Oh, that's another finishing. Where's another playmaking badge? Playmaking, speed booster. Boom. Defensive badges, please. I need some defensive badges. Where are you? They might not exist. There's 1. There's 2. That's 2. Ankle brace and 94 feet are defensive badges and shooting badges. The Midi Magician. Okay. Okay, there's got to be 1 more shooting badge up there. There's no way there's not another shooting badge up here. There's no way he doesn't have another shooting badge. Come on. Come on. We need it. We need another shooting badge. He doesn't have it, I don't think. He's got 1 shooting badge, Midi Magician. Not an Agent 3s, bronze, and nothing. All right, that's fine. Anthony Edwards might. Oh, Anthony Edwards probably does. I wonder if we could get a better player, though. No disrespect to Anthony Edwards. I wonder if we can stay in the 90 overall club with this one. Like Kawhi Leonard. Can we somehow snag Kawhi Leonard? He's gonna have it. I mean, that's a lot of overall points we got to make up. We will give them Trey Murphy III. Why is he only 2-star value in game? Nick Smith Jr. is half a star worse than Trey Murphy III. That makes no sense in my brain. You could give us back. Got to make up 19 million. This is gonna be tough because these players are similar in overalls. But if we give you all of the first-round picks, yes, Kawhi Leonard. That was a lot, but let's double check it. Defensive badge. He's Kawhi. You know he's got those. Shooting badge. Done. Finishing badge. Wait, or is this might be a playmaker badge. Improves a ball handler's strength and overpower. That might be a playmaker badge. Forget it. Finishing badge. I forgot. What did we miss? There's a finishing badge 2. Do I need to prove to you? He's Kawhi Leonard. You know he's got 2 in every spot, man. You know he got the relay passers, playmaking, right? And just show one more playmaking for the people at home that might be skeptical of you, Kawhi Leonard. Bail out as a playmaking badge. Boom. And now that we have Kawhi, I wonder if we can flip Kawhi to something else. I'm just gonna look. I'm just gonna look. There's Shea. There's Jimmy, who's better in overall. There's Jason Tatum, who's better in overall. But if we trade for Jason Tatum, that gets rid of our goalkeeper, which was Walker Kessler. I don't want to do that. So Kawhi Leonard will probably be the star of this team. Done, done, done. Attacking midfielder, a threat with the ball, is able to pick out defensive splitting passes and score long-range goals. This player must have a 3-point rating of at least 75 and have averaged more than 6 assists a game last season. Okay. All right. Can we go to last year's standings or last year's? So Shaq Harrison is the last guy. He only played 5 games. But these are the 32 players that have at least 6 assists on the season. We got to figure. Oh, De'Aaron Fox is still there. I really want De'Aaron Fox on this team. Him and Kawhi Leonard could be kind of cool. There's a lot of players to pick from. I'm just showing you there's 34 players that we can pick from right now. Question is, will we be able to get somebody with the lack of draft picks we have right now? I guess we could use Brandon Ingram, who barely missed the cut at 5.8, or we could use Jordan Clarkson. Yeah, Jordan Clarkson, Larry Nance is $30 million in salary. I feel like we can use Brandon Ingram somewhere else. Let's hope that we can get Draymond Green is there. He fits. Drew Holiday fits too. If we really want to buckle in on the defense, Drew Holiday, Kawhi Leonard, Walker Kessler, and Robert Williams III would get a lot of stops. It would get a lot of stops. I'm going to do this trade, but I think I'm going to flip Drew for somebody that's better on this exact list. I trigger Trae Young. Let's build the defense around Trae Young, man. We did it. Let's go, Trae. Let's go, Trae. You know his 3-point rating over 75. I ain't got to look into it. The next one. Oh, wait. Did we forget a defensive player? Somebody that averaged 1.5 steals per game. Did I forget that? I did. We forgot one defensive player. Somebody that averages 1.5 steals per game is a defensive midfielder. Yikes. Okay. Let's go back to our stats. Now, this list is not as great. Markelle Fultz at 20 is the last one. So we got like Alex Caruso. Okay, so we can like get away with it by just getting Alex Caruso. Cheap player. Let's just go get Caruso and call it a day because we know he's good enough to make it happen. Yeah, I'm so happy I looked back because I was wondering, like, my numbers are kind of off right now. Let's go get Caruso, and that'll help us in the Trae Young stuff too, because he could play alongside him. Wow, they want a lot, the Timberwolves do, for Alex Caruso, which makes sense. Caruso's a really good player. $10 million in salary is something. That's why. Because pretty much everybody else here, yeah, how do we get to 10 million? Is there somebody that's cheaper here? DeLon Wright is here. He averaged almost 2 a game. I might have to go get DeLon Wright or DeAnthony Melton because they're making less money, I think. But though we would love to have Alex Caruso, we probably are going to, even that's $8 million. Yeah, Robert Williams, Lonzo Ball. Hold on, we need somebody cheaper than $8 million here. Oh boy, what is DeAnthony Melton making? I'm pretty sure it's over 8. It's exactly 8. Okay, so this is what we will do. DeAnthony Melton is probably the guy because he's the cheapest one. PJ Tucker, where you at? How much money do you want, PJ? $4 million. Beautiful. So we're going to use that $4 million. Talk to this. I think he played for the 76ers, DeAnthony. Nope. That's real life, Kenny. That was sense. He played for them in real life, not in the game. Boom. Nick Smith, PJ Tucker. All right. So now we got that out of the way. The next one is one of our wingers. A fast player who zips down the side of the pitch, leaving defenders lying in their wake. This player must have a speed with ball stat of 75 and the Acrobat badge. I think Acrobat is still in game, so that's not outdated. I have a feeling that the person that created this created it last year and just kept putting it in the comment section until we noticed. Because all of these badges are last year's badges. But as you can see, there are a ton of players with the Acrobat badge, so we shouldn't have any problems with finding somebody. We're going to finally use Brandon Ingram. Unless Brandon Ingram got Acrobat. Brandon Ingram, you got Acrobat, do you want to stay on this team? He does not seem like he has Acrobat. He doesn't. So, yeah, he has to get traded. Zach LaVine, you have Acrobat. No way you don't have Acrobat. There's no way. He got it. It's bronze. Do we like trade number 20? We like trade number 20. Yep. All right, Zach LaVine, you're running our 2. Yeah, our backcourt's not going to defend very well, but the rest of the team will. We got Lonzo Ball coming off the bench. I want to remind you of that. They want to start DeAnthony Melton over Zach LaVine, and they want to start Lonzo over Trae Young. Coach, What are you doing? These last ones, put the ball in the net, no ifs, ands, or buts. This is our striker. The player must have a combined 12 finishing / shooting badges. That's not too bad. There's a lot of players in the league with a ton of badges. We just have to find the cheap ones because we don't have a lot of money and we don't have a lot of draft capital. We have no draft capital right now. Oh, snap, Russ. What they say, how many badges? 12? But that's for shooting and finishing. A lot of these badges are playmaking. Dang, Russ, I thought you was going to be our dude. We didn't need another point guard, but, you know, geez, this team is so expensive that Christian Wood is going to have to be our guy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, no, just 7 right now. 8, 9, 10. He has 10 badges that fit the criteria, so even he's not the guy. We just have a very expensive team with 4 $40 million players, and plus Lonzo, who's a 20, and then Rob at 11. Like, we are a very, very expensive team, which is, again, making it really tough. These last 2 players are going to have to be role players. The next guy is he's supposed to be our captain, the leader of the squad, the heart and soul of the team, loyal to the players. The player must have, so the player must have been at least an 8-year veteran and played for at least 2 teams. That could be any. I can sign Jeff Green right now to be our captain. And you know what? Jeff Green, welcome to being the captain, Jeff. Welcome. I might demote you. You might not be my captain in a couple minutes, but he has played for a lot of teams, and he what was the other criteria? 8-year veteran. The man is almost 40. You know, it's anticlimactic if that's the end of it, but based on the rest of the team, it might be the end of it. I'm gonna try my best to do what I do and trade players that are not great to get some draft capital, and hopefully that draft capital helps us get some of the other players. But yeah, it's a little bit rough. There's a first round pick. Sure, top 10 protected. We'll make it work. All right, so now we need to find a cheap player that is badged out. That's what we're looking for right now. A cheap player that's making $10 million a year that is badged out with shooting and finishing badges. Devin Vassell is great, but he has 4 total badges. 4. Trey Murphy, great, 5 total badges. Claxton, great, only 11, and none of them are the badges that we need. I will still do this deal because I can flip Claxton, I think. Even though he fits some of the other parts of the challenge, we have to flip him because he's making $10 million. Malik Monk should get it. Malik Monk should get it, but I'm going to keep looking. Austin Reeves and J-Dub are here. One of those players or Malik Monk. Let's count them. They said 12, right? He has more than 12 finishing and shooting badges. J-Dub is an option. We make him a small forward. He's an 85 overall as a small forward. That's a good pick. Austin Reeves also fits the challenge with 15. You need 12. He's got 15 plus. So it's a matter of what we need. And I think we need I was going to say the size of J-Dub, but they're the same height. But J-Dub weighs more. He can run a 3-4 versus a 2-3 or whatever. Because our guards positions with what we got now are cool. We need a wing. He can even start at the 4 for us, honestly, with Kawhi. So, J-Dub, welcome to the team. J-Dub, welcome to the team. They're going to start Rob. Oh, I ain't mad at it, but I'm mad at the rest because that's bad. So, the last one is our captain, 8+ years, and also play for at least 2 teams. I wonder if we can get a steal. You know, it could be a lot of different players, right? We said Uncle Jeff, but we already traded Uncle Jeff away. I wonder if we can Russell Westbrook. It could be Brody. But we already have guard play. Like, what do we need, actually? Because these players have to be in a rotation. We have no backup small forward and no backup power forward. How is that possible? Oh, it's possible. It's possible. Okay. What do we prioritize more? We need a wing. We need an extra wing on the team. Because the guard play is great. These are 4 real guards that we trust. I even kind of want to say, Lonzo, you run the backup 3 for us. I'm kind of contemplating having Lonzo play the backup 3 because DeAnthony can play backup 1. So we don't need really a backup 1 because we have other players that could do that. I can make Lonzo's secondary position the 1 as well. So that really would leave us with like a backup 4 position that we need right now. And I think I like that idea more. And Lonzo, he's a 6'6" guy that can guard multiple positions. So it don't really matter what his position is, you know? So I'm going to trade for Gary Payton II in a first-round pick. That is not our guy, obviously, but we wanted that money. I also have to go to free agency to sign a couple more players just so we have a full roster. So Daniel Tice, welcome. Dunk contest champion Mac McClung wants too much money. Never mind. We got him on the team. Great. A trade for Gabe Vincent's $10 million contract. And we're going to kind of scale this contract up a little bit every single time. Kelly Olynyk is a guy. I said I need a backup 4. Obviously had a really good year last year. I don't hate that. 10-year pro, obviously played for a lot of different teams already. He fits the challenge. Instead, I'm going to trade for Wendell right now. Obviously, he doesn't fit. He's only played for 2 teams, and he's not an 8-year pro. But that contract is what we would have. Bobby Portis fits the challenge too, and I think his overall goes up at the 4 because he stretches the floor. I don't hate Bobby Portis in this position. I don't hate it. Bobby Portis, welcome to the team. I don't know if he's the one to stay. I don't know. But he's on the team at the moment. His overall stays the same. So we're okay with that too. Yeah, I think it might be Bobby P, man. I think it might be Bobby P. I didn't think it was be him, but I think it might end up being him. We're going to make Lonzo Ball's backup position point guard, and let's see what our lineup looks like. Trae Young, Zach LaVine, Kawhi, J-Dub, and Walker Kessler. Off the bench, we're going to have Lonzo Ball, Bobby Portis, Robert Williams, DeAnthony Melton, and that's it, because it's a 9-man rotation, because it's only 9 players. Is that good? Is that good enough, y'all think? Can we win a championship with this? Kawhi has to turn into Superman. Zach LaVine and Trae Young have to do their parts. J-Dub can get minutes. And I think we can, bro. I think this is a championship-worthy team. We're young with 22-year-old and then 22-year-old front court. Kawhi don't got time for them kids. He's 10 years older. Zach LaVine is 29 now. And then Trae Young. So we got balance. We got our vet here in Bobby Portis. He'll keep us grounded. First game of the NBA season against the LA Lakers, and we win by 6. Kawhi. Matter of fact, can we try to get Kawhi an MVP season? Have we seen Kawhi have MVP in these videos yet? I don't think I have. I'm going to try to get Kawhi an MVP season. How about that? DeAnthony Melton should be getting more minutes than Robert Williams, right? No way. Robert Williams should get more minutes than that. But let's give Kawhi all the minutes. Hey, in this universe, there's no injuries. There's no low management. There's none of that. So we ain't got to worry about it. Kawhi, how about we do? Well, then again, he's got to play with Trae Young and Zach LaVine. Ooh, fellas, let's buckle up a little bit. There we go. All right, we're good. I got a little scared for a second. Won't you look at that? I tried to get Kawhi Leonard an MVP, and it ends up being Trae Young. He averages 32 and 10 on the season, almost 50, 40, 90. Got to hit just a little bit more free throws, Trae. Wemby. I can't believe we got that. Steph Curry, clutch player of the year in the Chicago Bulls jersey. He looks good. 66 wins for Michael Malone's soccer team. I should have rebranded this team to be whatever the Denver MLS team is, but I don't know if people care about the MLS. I'm assuming people don't care about the MLS. First team there. Man, I could not believe that Trae Young just won MVP. And you know what? Before I traded for Trae Young, Tyrese Halliburton was in the trade find, and I was like, should I go get Tyrese or should I get Trae Young? I was like, let me see what Trae Young talk about. He talk about an MVP. And hopefully talk about a championship next. They got Ben Simmons down low. Kevin Durant being guarded by J-Dub, Kuzma. They got some bucket getters. The defense should not be good at all. We should be able to run these guys out the gym because the defense is not going to be that, especially with us having the MVP of the league. They were held to 97 points, 130 points for us. Yeah, our defense is going to be way more efficient than theirs. Trae Young as the MVP helps us sweep the 8th seed where we go against the OKC Thunder. Talk to me, OKC. What you working with? John Moran, Emmanuel Quickly, small backcourt. Then they got Brandon Ingram, who we had earlier, and then Charles Bassey and Keegan Murray. This is the second team in a row where their starting center was a 77. I wish we had a dominant center. We got Walker Kessler, who we like, but we don't have a dominant center. But maybe we don't need one because playoff Kawhi Leonard is exactly who you think he is. John Moran had 50, and it did not matter. They got blown out. John Moran had 50, and they lost by almost 30. This was a way closer game. Didn't matter. 3-0 leads. We don't blow those. And we get to the conference finals to go against the LA Lakers, who barely got out of the game at the 7th seed. So I feel good. They got Paul George, Malcolm Brogdon, Wiggins, Marvin Bagley, Sabonis. That's a good team. They're running double bigs. I know Bagley classified as a 4, but he's more of a big to me. They got some good wing defenders and a head steady point guard and Malcolm Brogdon. I don't know what that bench is looking like, but they bench ain't got no Lonzo Ball. It ain't got no Bobby P. It ain't got no Robert Williams. They got Kevin Love, though. And DeLon Wright, who I wanted to get. Sabonis, who's one of their best players, 33 minutes. Walker Kessler, Robert Williams had him on lock. 1 of 7, 2 points. Come on, man. In the next game, he had 14. Okay. I like the games or the simulations where our defense holds a specific player to like a very bad series. And we're not doing that right now. Actually, we are. He's not doing much this. This is a 12-point game for Domantas Sabonis. Stop it. Cut it out. And we sweep them. We just swept the Western Conference like it was nothing. Domantas Sabonis averaged 14 in the playoff. Oh, okay. So he wasn't really on nothing in the regular season anyway. The finals, we get Steph Curry in the 6th-seeded Chicago Bulls. Steph Curry, Herb Jones, Franz Wagner. This is a good defensive team. The thing I'm gonna do first, okay, this is the thing. Let's switch up all the defensive matchups to start off with, because we're almost there, and I want to make sure that Steph Curry has who else but Kawhi Leonard on him, right? I was thinking about starting Lonzo Ball over Zach LaVine. Is that overkill? Probably. Franz Wagner, you're gonna be guarded by Zach LaVine, okay? You're gonna be guarded by Zach LaVine. We're gonna hope that y'all don't notice that. And then I want the Sadiq Bey guarded by Trae Young, because he's just gonna spot up. I hope in game 1 we win. All right, did any of my defensive adjustments do anything? Steph Curry still had 40. Franz got clamped, Sadiq Bey got clamped. All right, so we did something. Prevent Steph Curry from having 70, and we should win every game. Because that's what he's going to need to do in order to beat this roster. Did we just 16-0 this finals? The best soccer team of all time. Trae Young with an MVP and a finals MVP in the same season. We need to trade for more Trae Young, bro. We hit him defensively, and he was allowed to do whatever the heck he wanted. If you enjoyed the video, leave it a like. I'm going to say thank you again to Musa for suggesting this. I appreciate you. Even though I think you made it last year. I take it. Thank you. Leave a like, subscribe. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Peace.